And what I've sort of noticed along the lines of that is that 5 to 10 years ago when I was recruiting salespeople, it was a situation where finding someone with raw energy, enthusiasm, play the numbers game, that traditional gift of the gab type individual, likeable, and these were some of the characteristics we were looking for. Today I'm feeling like the internet can sell to the customers that need to be sold that way. And so that's the part of the sales industry that's significantly reducing because people are buying on impulse. It's shorter sales cycles. It's more transactional. Perhaps it's more price driven. They can do their research online, make their decision. However, and that's why I quizzed you, is it still the same? Do you still see it being affected at the C level? Obviously, it's being affected, but to a lesser degree. CEOs are more educated than what they've ever been. Yes, they can pick up the phone to another CEO like they always have, but the internet's in a position where it can tell them a lot of what they need to know, but it can't prescribe to them exactly how it's going to solve their unique issues. And that's where I see that the briefs move from find me somebody with this raw enthusiasm and drive to yes, that's important, but find us someone with commercial intellect, intelligence, commercial curiosity, some level of business acumen. The degree is more important than what it was. It's not necessarily the be-all and end-all, but more degree qualified salespeople are coming through rather than it just being individuals that have a raw talent or personality.
That's right.
And have you sort of noticed the same going on within your customer base?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the things people sometimes are uncomfortable with is I say you have to behave like a psychologist.
Okay.
And they go, oh, no, I'm here to sell, mate. I'm not interested in all that. So, well, think about what a psychologist does. They don't have an agenda. They don't try and impose on them what they think is the solution or the treatment or therapy or ideas or ways of living until they've deeply, deeply understood what's going on in that person's life. And then they'll make a small recommendation at some point. And that may be tested and they may try that. But what you're developing through that relationship is a deep rapport between the psychologist and the patient. And obviously we're talking about business and it's not exactly the same, but that is a similar premise. And when I see clients, and I've got many clients that have moved towards that. I mean, I got a phone call 2 hours ago, literally from a guy called Paul, I won't mention where he's from, telling me he went out to his biggest client, which was about to go. It was about to leave. And he finally got a meeting with the CIO. And all he did was go in and listen and make small recommendations rather than try to impose or rather than threaten or rather than negotiate or try and put another value prop on the table. He just went in to deeply understand what was going on, politely suggested a couple of alternatives, and he's got another meeting to discuss that. And the whole tone of it's gone from, I want to chuck you out, to this could be very interesting to stick around.
Okay. Why do you think when a CEO is giving the time to a salesperson, of all people, to tell them their deepest, darkest secrets and problems within their business, why are they entrusting that discussion with a salesperson number one versus salesperson number two? What is it about salesperson number one that's giving them that opportunity to have that level of discussion?
Evidence.
Okay.
They've walked in and they said, we've done this with 3 other companies globally. Now, it wasn't me. I wasn't the sales guy who did it.
Sure.
But we've got 3 other companies that have done something like this, that has done something like that has returned this benefit to them, and I'd like to have a chat to you about it.
Okay.
And then when you get in there, instead of pitching it, you listen and pitch it in a very different way, which is what we call the 1 minute salient presentation. Literally 1 minute.
All right.
It scares most people because how can you have 1 minute to present? I'm not talking about elevator pitches, I'm talking about the whole thing.
Okay.
In 1 minute. Right?
Close inclusive?
Oh, just the whole idea in 1 minute is about evidence of where you've done this before.
Sure.
If you go away for a night with your lovely wife, then how much work do you put into that research before you get there to see what other people say?
Not a heap.
Not a heap?
I don't trust the recommendations online as well. No, not a lot of the time. No, if we just turn up and see how we go, and if we like it, we come back.
Well, you're the rarity. Because my wife's on TripAdvisor, and, we're going away for one night somewhere, and she wants to know what's the evidence that this place is going to be good.
Yep.
Right? Because we finally got a night without the kids.
So you go there first without her, have a great time with the boys, come back and say, it was great.
I'll try that next time. But most people want to know, very few people are mavericks. If you look at the C-level, there's about less than 5% of mavericks. Most of them are either risk averse or want to know that it's been done and proven somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's what gets the meetings.
Okay.
Is you lead with the evidence. If you haven't got it, specifically their industry, then you need to find a way of constructing what you've done elsewhere and make it applicable for that industry.
Yeah. Now, just coming up to the end of our time,
yes.
I understand, obviously, you're working with HP, Avaya, CBA. If we don't work for CBA, Avaya or HP, I understand you've got a public program or a coaching event on over the next few months. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, so once a year we run a limited series of open programs, so people who've got one or two sales guys or a sales manager that obviously haven't got the time or the budget for a full program themselves can come. There's one in Sydney, a couple in Melbourne around executive level selling to C-level, and then advanced level, master level presentations for people who have to present to win business. So that's on the website, and they can have a look.
We'll put up a slide after this interview to allow people to get access to that.
Cool.
Great. Well, fantastic. Thanks for sharing your experiences with us today, Elliot.
Good to see you,
really
Steve.
Appreciate it. Great to see you again. We look forward to some more written blog articles that you've been doing on our blog. Thanks for that. It's been getting a great response from the audience. I'm sure it'll continue to.
Good luck with your 2-year-old.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks very much. I think I need it. Thanks a lot.